looking at these old, fat, out-of-shape men with bald heads and gray beards, and they're looking at him. Ooh, girl, he's sitting. No, she wants what's in your wallet. And you're such a loser to the point where you really think these young women like you, when really they just want you for the money that you have. And some of y'all don't even have money. Y'all are just willing to spend money on vagina. So you treat women as if they're like, you just walk in to you know how you go into the liquor store and you get little samples and you leave? That's how y'all be treating women. That's destructive. Stop teaching these young men that women are just sex objects and you need to get your money up. And once you get your money up, you have all these options of women. Just play around with these women. Don't take them serious. Don't treat them good. That's stupid, man. And all you grown dudes who out here preaching that, y'all are, I'm sorry to say, y'all are losers, bro. Y'all call me not red, but y'all call me better male because I think treating women with respect is, that's an honorable thing to do. Don't, like I said, there are bad women out here, but those women, I don't associate with them. If I run across a ignorant, rude woman, I don't deal with it. It is what it is. I'm out. I'm gone. You know, I in the past, I did have that mindset with all these women, but logically thinking that's, I could say I was ignorant at one time. I'm not like that no more. Yeah, there are a lot of women out here who play games, but there are a lot of women out here who don't play games. So stop focusing on all these bad women. Go to therapy. You're hurt, bro. You've been hurt. The women that you wanted in your life, you could never get them because you lack substance. You probably weren't that tall, or if you were tall, you didn't have confidence, or the woman just didn't like you. You was fat. You didn't know how to talk to women, and now you're older and you're mad because you probably never got the women you wanted. So now all women are bad and you want to use your little retirement money or the money, wherever you got, to just pay for women. You're a loser, bro. And all you young dudes, stop listening to these old losers. You don't want to be that old man walking around in Walmart looking for a little young girl at the cash register. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Focus on your health. Get closer to God. Learn how to treat people with respect, regardless of how they treat you. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. Learn how to not allow people to take you out of character. If someone treats you bad, pray for them, walk away. You don't got to combat them with violence. You don't got to combat them with ignorance. Walk away. Go around people where the energy's good. We got too many of these losers telling these young dudes that these women are no good. You are paying.
Hello and welcome to the Black Eye Podcast. I am your host, Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, but mostly leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the content that I am creating. Help a little tiny channel like me grow. So today's subject is about toxic masculinity. If you didn't know that already, it's about what it started out being, and that's what it started out being right now. It's a call to black men in general. It's a call to black men to stop denigrating, demoralizing, and all out just disrespecting black women. And a reason why I make this call out, I know I'm a small voice in a very big environment. That's not the word I'm looking for, but the reason why I'm calling this out is because things are changing in the world. Things are changing. They're not changing for the better. They're changing for the worst. And if you black men are so small-minded that you are thinking about women in the very negative way, your mothers, your sisters, your girlfriends, your wives, in a negative manner, it's not going to bode well for you in the future. It's just not. It can't. Because you can't sow horrible seeds, poisonous seeds, and expect beautiful flowers to grow. And the Black Manosphere has sown a poison in the community that is so insidious, so horrible, that is affecting our young black men in powerful ways that we can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. You're walking down the street and you overhear a conversation and you hear a young black man, a boy, who's not even old enough to have a girlfriend or know what a girlfriend is or know what a woman is, but he's going to sit here and have some negative connotations that he heard from YouTube, from a Kevin Samuels or from roommates, or you name them, you know who they are out there. And it's time that there is a call for you, black men, to step up in your community and change the narrative. Change the narrative. You heard this young black man. He said, just because I treat women with respect, it makes me a beta. How is treating a woman with disrespect making you an alpha? How does that make you the head in your neighborhood? How does that give you anything? What does that do for you? Nothing. Nothing. It contributes nothing to your world. It contributes nothing to yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth. It contributes nothing. And you're part of a problem, a major problem. An insidious problem that's causing violence in the community. It's the tree and the fruit. The tree is bringing forth poisonous fruit. And you can't be, especially these old content creators in their 50s, talking this nonsense, this misogyny against black women. I mean, you're going to have to give an account for the violence. You may not have said to men to go out there and slap a woman, but your content fed into the negativity that was already there. And you might have even contributed to it all there. You might have even given birth to it. Maybe a man would have been just grumbling and angry or whatever, but your content contributed to violence in the black community. So much so that black women have to look at you with a side glance. Nobody feels safe around you as black men. And that's so sad. It's sad. Because this is the opportunity right now. This is your opportunity. This is our opportunity to seize the moment. You should be preparing yourself in positions of power. You should be empowering young black men to better themselves. You should be telling black men how to get an education, what to do, going to trade school, anything to elevate themselves from the position that they're in. Because you know what the danger is? The danger is that these little jobs that they have, flipping burgers and this and that and the other thing, those jobs aren't going to be around. The future is not going to be what it is today. It's going to be vastly different. You think $15 an hour is going to be the norm 10 years from now? You think $40,000 a year is going to be the norm? Look what $40,000 a year does today. Can you imagine what it's going to do in 5 years? 10 years? And you are telling men, young men, that their position in life should be that they should be content not to have ambition, not to better themselves, but to sit in the dark room and be angry with black women because black women are the reason why they are the way they are today. You old content creators ought to be telling young men how to navigate in this world. How to be better men. How to be contributors to their society. How to build a better community. There should be no black woman in a black community that is unsafe, who may be unsafe with you. There should be none of that. There shouldn't be a black femicide. And black men shouldn't be the number one face of DV. You just shouldn't be that. You shouldn't be that. And I want to make a call out to black women. Stop participating in this stuff. I want to call out to the young ladies who go on Fit and Forever or whatever their names are. Stop going on these shows. Stop being fodder for their entertainment. You are a human being. You are worth something. You're not just something there for them to gloat and have fun with and play with. You're not a toy. You're a person. Stop feeding the beast. Stop throwing your pearls before swine. Because that is what's happening to us, to black women now. The swine are turning and rendering us. And we're just throwing pearls at them. Stop it. Just stop. It's time. It's time that black men step up. These black content creators, these women-hating fools, it's time for you to stop. Your time is limited. Your time is limited because you think you're going to be here in 5 years. You think you're going to be here in 10 years. You think you're going to be relevant all this time, and you won't be. You won't be. The problem with you is you won't be. You think that Goldman Sachs is looking at black women and you know, they're taking risk assessments? You think they're not looking at that? What was that movie? I can't remember the name of the movie. One was 2012. What was the disaster movie where they only get the certain people that they save and then they, you know, the rest die? You don't want to be the ones that are useless, that are going to die. You want to be the ones that they want to save. That's what you want to be. And that's what you should be telling these young men to do. You should be telling them how to navigate smartly in this world. How to get better in this world. Not just about women. Not just about hating on black women, hating on their skin tone, hating on this and hating on that. And actually, truly empowering them to walk in the world confidently so that they never need to disrespect a woman or anybody else. That not only do they respect the people, but people respect them. That's the kind of thing you should be teaching. That's the kind of content you should be making. That's the kind of world you should be building. You should be the people, the person, the father, the uncle that these young men turn to when they are lost. That's what you should be. And so I'm making this call out. I know my voice is a small voice in a big pool right here. But your time is limited. It's limited. And you need to know right now that I just lost my train of thought. But you need to know right now that, you know, your time is limited. This negativity cannot stand. And it will not stand. And it should not stand. Because it's not long before they start, and I'm talking about the great old they out there, before they start correlating your content with the violence out there, the femicide, the DVs. It won't be long. If they haven't done it already, it's already there. You need to stop the toxicity. You need to stop it. I don't want to see men bashed and brutal and, busted. I want to see us succeed. Black people have been struggling long enough. I don't want to see black men bashing black women because we're educated. We're the most educated people in the United States. We should be celebrating that. Black men, you should be changing your narrative. You shouldn't want to have the narrative of gangster and thug. You should be changing that narrative. You have the power to do it. And content creators, you can empower them to do it. Change your own story. Change it. You can do it. It's hard work. It won't be easy, but you can do it. This tree that the old content creators are pulling fruit from, this low-hanging fruit, it's poison. And I have to say that there is no good end for it. Anyways, these are my thoughts. This is me doing, what I'm doing. If you're tired of hearing it, the manosphere in these YouTube streets and everywhere, not even in these YouTube streets, but it's not spilling out into the streets in general. Now it's time to, stand up women and take control, fight the good fight. I don't know if we can save our sons, but we ought to try. It's time. The end is not going to be well for you. And you can't blame the white man, and you can't blame black women, and you can't blame single motherhood. Because you, black men, had the power to do good, and you chose evil. And nothing good can come from evil. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. If you are with me on the podcast, I will see you in a little bit. Don't forget to leave a message or a comment down below. Until next time, peace. And, be blessed. Bye-bye.